Alright, so I was getting my studio open so that I can see the chat. Alright, maybe we'll get some people in here. I don't know. I hope so. I hope to see some people in here. Hey, God's Desire, how are you doing? I don't know if the mic is picking up that buzzing in the background, but that's my dryer is done. I am trying to find my tape measure so that I can go ahead and measure this and see. I'm pretty sure I still got a good ways to go. But I'd like to measure and kind of see where I'm at. And I'm just going to half measure it. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. So I know this is not like a perfect measurement, but this is what we're going with right now because I know I got a lot more to go. So that's it. Well, actually, it's we could say 16 and I need to get to 36. So I need at least 20 more inches. And each one of these is approximately, well, it's not, it's maybe like half an inch. So we'll do at least 30 more rounds and then measure again. I should need more than that, but let me go get my little row counter instead of writing it down. Yes, I really do like my little kid's toy for my row counter. So that's what we're using. And so we're going to go for 30 more. Now, I don't think that I will get 30 done with you guys tonight. You know, I've only worked on it with you guys. So, and I think it's time for a color change. All right, let's see what we got going on. So I greeted God's Desire, Sonia. God's Desire says, I'm well, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Easy saying, hey, how is everyone? Okay, get my hook. I'm kind of liking my little setup. So it's taking me, normally I come over here to my desk area like 20-30 minutes ahead of time just to like try to get situated, you know, and then because I normally do it with the phone, but doing it with this webcam, I think it's working out pretty good for me. Like I just came over here just like a few minutes ago, like I had like I think it told me like a minute and a half to go live. And so that's pretty good, right? So I still have to mess with the camera and kind of do the, because I'm still using the mic from the computer, from the laptop. So I have to, I mean, the mic from the camera works fine, but it's not as good as the computer one. But I'm sure that it can be, because from everything that I've heard and watched on YouTube about this camera and its mics, it's supposed to be really good. So I just have to figure it out. And I was trying to figure out like so much stuff, like with the OBS system and all of that. And then I just finally, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was like, I'm not going to do that right now. It'll come with time. Like, I think I was just overwhelming myself with too much technology. And so I'm giving that a break for right now. And I'm just going to work with what I have, and then we'll just go from there, right? That's what I think I'm doing. And so I said I needed how many rows? At least 30. So I'm going to punch 30 down because I'll forget. Well, I won't punch 30 down. I'll punch down 31 and we'll go for 30. What has everyone done all day long? Good day, bad day, good weather, bad weather, any gardening going on? Sonia says, great. Yay, that's good to hear. Let's see, what do I have? I slept today. I was on with y'all last night and then got off of here because I didn't go on. I normally go on much longer, but I just really just wanted to stop yesterday, and then I just did other things and I went to sleep. I'm just trying to think what time I went to sleep this morning. I mean, I pretty much keep my eyes open till I can't no more. And a lot of times I can't keep track of what time I went to sleep, but I think it was early morning. But I did wake up a lot, so I slept a few hours, but during those few hours I woke up like hourly for whatever reason. And it just happens that way sometimes, I'm still trying to get used to my chenille yarn, y'all, and something that I hadn't had an issue with before was like making my magic rings. But then if y'all watched my short from yesterday or the day before, you see that I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought chenille yarn, right? And it's supposed to be basically the same that I have, which is just chenille from Premier. But I'm trying to make magic rings with it, and it won't close, it won't pull. It's just like a nightmare, and I don't know why, because with the big cones that I got, even though it sheds, I haven't had an issue with not being able to like close my magic ring, So I did that several times today, and I mean, I wound up going through a lot of yarn just trying, because it just kept breaking and breaking and breaking. I'm like, oh. So they kind of feel the same. I'm thinking it's the same yarn. It's certainly labeled the same yarn, but I haven't had that issue with the cones. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to like that yarn. I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I went this weekend and bought like 20 more balls of it. Maybe more. I don't even know. Just because they had colors that I didn't have. But it's like, why? I'm not sure that I like this yarn. Why am I doing this to myself? Because of course, if I have it, I'm gonna have to use it. And I have so much of it, so I really didn't need the colors. And I really went looking because I needed the green for the Triceratops that we're working on tomorrow. I needed the green. They didn't have the green, but they had all these other colors. And so I still don't have the green. I'm just going to have to improvise on that. Let's see. Great. I hate going to the doctors, but I feel so bad, so I went to the doctor today. Okay, Izzy, tell us more. God's desire, it was in the 20s here today, so no gardening. I didn't even go outside, but I can, from just being in here, I know it was cold out there. So yeah, no gardening. I need to start doing something. God's desire, I really need to start. My peppers and my tomatoes inside. I haven't done that. This past weekend when we went out, I meant to get some of that Pro Mix that you were talking about so that I won't get the gnats, I got so involved with yarn that and just other things that I completely forgot about the Pro Mix. So for those of you just popping in, I am working on a continuous granny square shrug. And I'll try to pop up a picture on the screen in just a sec. Let's see. So that's what the front of it looks like. And then that's what the back of it looks like. I was trying to move that little one, but so I think it's pretty cute. So that's what I'm working on. I'm in Georgia, Sonia. Hi, Sonas. Welcome in. Good to see you. Sonia, my daughter's in LA. I'm remembering correctly, I believe you are in LA or pretty close to there somewhere. We were just there in November, and I'll have to look at flights, but we'll probably wind up going again before the year's up. We try to go see her at least once a year. I think next time, November was nice, but I think next time it'll be before then so that we can actually maybe go to the beach. Because we went to the beach, but it definitely was not beach weather. And I don't know if y'all noticed what I did. I had stopped the solid color and it was time for me to start the variegated again. And I didn't. And so this is just the first. So I'm going to go ahead and undo this and I'm going to start with the variegated. I thought I was further along, but I do that. Arabella Crochets says, hi, do you remember me? I'm going to go with no. Has it been a while since I've seen you? Maybe I don't remember the name, but remember your work. And I already weaved my little ends in, which I like to do in the beginning. So let's see if I can just... I'm going to go ahead and cut this. You live close to downtown. Oh, I do like visiting. This time was in LA. because she was in the military and she got out. But this time was in LA. Before that, she was in Oxnard, and we stayed there with her. Of course, we did go to LA and all around, but this time it was actually in LA. Please tell me I didn't cut my actual work. But yeah, we do enjoy visiting. The first 2 times we went when she was in Oxnard was like we hadn't been, so because it was, let's see, we went in 2020, we went in 2021. No, I don't remember the years. But we'll normally go out there once a year, or she'll come out here once a year. But the first 2 times we went was packed with stuff because we hadn't been there before. So we were like all over the state of California. So like we did San Francisco, we did San Diego, we did like just like it was exhausting. It was so exhausting. But this last time wasn't, because we'd already done like so much stuff that it was not bad at all. Yeah, we went, let's see, when we went in August the first time. And that's when we went like all over creation. And yeah, it was hot. And then we went in April, that second time, and it wasn't too bad. And then this last time we went in November. And it was okay. Like there was like if you were like right in the sun, it was hot, you could get hot, even a little like sunburn, you get sun and maybe even a little sweaty, but when you weren't in the sun and that wind hit, it was pretty chilly. Arabella's Crochet says no. I'm just on your live a lot in your channel. With this same name, because I don't think I've seen this name. Yeah, Oxnard was nice. It was. Well, Arabella, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here and thank you for supporting my channel. The yarn, you know how it gets like this when it gets small like this, it starts tangling, like working its way into itself, and I don't like this part of it. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. That's gonna slow my progress down, isn't it? Sonia, what have you been working on here lately? I saw you were on Rosalie's last night and you were showing something like your room or something, but I didn't have my volume on, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. But I know you were showing something. Because at first I was like, how am I on Sonia's? I was just on Rosalie's live. How am I on Sonia's? I'm still thinking Arabella Crochets, like that name just does not ring a bell to me at all. Granny was telling me about I don't know if you were in here, God's Desire. No, because it was that morning when I went live. Yesterday morning, maybe. My days get so confused. But I left it on my open tab because I knew I would forget the name of the pepper. But she says this pepper, let me click on it, produces like crazy for her. Cherry bomb pepper, and it's a small pepper, a small little red pepper, but the heat index is only 2,500 to 5,000. But she says that's why she got it, because she doesn't do hot. But she said her or her family could not eat it because they were so hot. So I'm thinking I might try to look for those seeds, and then the seeds that you got. Of course, I already forgot, Virginia tomato or something. If I don't leave a tab open, it's as good as gone. Yeah, this yarn is not going to be working with me today. Let's pull out some of it. Sonia says, yes, California has a lot of nice cities to visit. Yeah, it does. It's beautiful. So many places. Like, we love hiking. Oh my gosh, so many beautiful places to go hiking. The views are just phenomenal. Just wow. Oh, thank you. My daughter's blanket. What kind of a blanket are you making her? I'm trying to get some more subscribers so I can go live. I find it easier to do live than a video. It is much easier to do lives than videos. I started with videos, and I've only uploaded like maybe here recently just like very few videos and some shorts. But the lives are so much better. How many subscribers do you have? Because you don't need a number of subscribers to go live. If you're going to go live from your computer, and then to go from your mobile, it's only 50, I believe. And I'm pretty sure you have more than that, right? I've been subscribed to you for a while, so I don't remember, but so you could probably go live right now. Your Virginia sweet tomatoes germinated. I got some cherry bomb peppers free with an order. Oh my goodness. From where? Recently, this year? Because I told her, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to see if M.I. Gardner has them, or, because those are the places, my two main places is M.I. Gardner and then Baker Creek. So, although I'd rather get from M.I. just because I like supporting him. I mean, I like supporting Baker Creek as well, but I think he does have better prices as well. But either or, it's like, I get from both about equally. But this year, I was really trying to avoid getting any seeds. I got all those from the Dollar Tree, which I normally don't do. But I guess because I knew that I wasn't going to allow myself to order any seeds, I was like, oh, I'm at the Dollar Tree, so, 4 for $1.25. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? So, and I figured that way I did buy seeds, and then I wouldn't feel like I needed to buy seeds. But now I feel like I need to get that cherry pepper, because I'm always looking for new peppers or cherry bomb, because we dehydrate them and we crush them. So like we use them as flakes or powders, and then we do like our combination of powders, I got shishito last year. They grew very well. They grew quick. They like early, and they lasted long, and just very nice plant. Except that I thought they were a hot pepper, because I believe that's what it said. But apparently, or maybe I'm I don't know, maybe it's not. But anyway, apparently only 1 in 10 of them is hot and the others are not. So I'm like, yeah, that's not, I mean, I'm going to grow it because I have them and I will save their seeds and stuff like that, but not the pepper that I'm looking for. Although they say it's really good roasted, so it'll be like good for like, when I roast meats and veggies and stuff like that, I can throw them in there. But definitely not for like making my pepper powders and stuff like that. My habaneros do really well. I mean, tomatillos always do really good. Let's see, find it easier to do. Cherry bombs. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that. So yeah, how many do you have, Sonia? I think it was last year. I need to reseed some of my peppers again. But my habaneros do really good. Tomatillos. I was pretty impressed with the. Normally we do the green tomatillos, but this last year we did the purple tomatillos, and oh my goodness, they produce so much. I mean, the green ones produce like insane amounts, but the purple ones was even more. I'm like, wow. Now the leaf footed bug, if that's what they're called, they love those. They were all over those. I mean, they were over a lot of stuff, but they really liked those. I guess they're drawn to the smell because, tomatillos produce a really strong smell. And yeah. Because you overwintered a lot of your peppers, didn't you? Is that what I remember you saying? Oh, you know what I was going to try to do and I didn't do? I went live with Restream. I was going to go live just through YouTube. Because, I did the vertical, but I was going to do the vertical straight through YouTube to get my numbers up, but I didn't, so we're through Restream. Yeah, they are very good for making salsa. I need tomatillos. I have 2 pepper plants. They love that weather, don't they? Tomatillos, though, they grow like crazy. Like, they're not, even though, it says like easily contained or like you can do it in a pot, like I feel like it just goes crazy. You need something really heavy duty to keep them corralled into one area, And maybe mine's just grew that crazy because they were in a bed and so they had room. But they like take over. You did overwinter. Oh, you overwintered your purple tomatillo. I didn't even think about doing that. My overwintered peppers don't always work. But I don't have the greenhouse, so like if I overwinter them, I normally like put them in the shed. And they do okay, but then sometimes they'll get taken out of the shed and they'll be left outside for a day or two, and it'll be like freezing temperatures. And of course, they don't like that at all. So I think that that has a lot to do with it. I think if I actually overwintered them properly, that they would do very well. Because we've done it before. We've overwintered pepper. I think we did peppers, and yeah, I think they were peppers, and I think we had them for like 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and they did very well. But at that time, though, we were keeping them in the garage too, not in the shed. So that probably makes a big difference. It's a lot colder out there. But even at that, I think they do good unless we take them outside and they get, in the daylight and in the freezing temperatures, like with the wind hitting them and stuff like that. I think that's what affects them. And do you use it? Your wild oregano? I'm hoping my Cuban oregano comes in. Ooh, Cuban oregano. What's the difference in taste from the regular oregano? Very strong. See, my oregano is already pretty strong. I just have, don't ask me what kind, just regular oregano. But my oregano plant, I probably should plant some more somewhere else, but my oregano plant's been, the one I have out there has been out there 4 or 5 years. And yeah, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming back. And it comes back like full. It's not like it's like getting weak or anything, but I feel like I should probably plant some more somewhere. Just because it's, it's good, and like bugs don't like it or don't tend to like it, and so like I also put it like in the chicken coop, and so I probably should grow more of it. Especially now, I haven't done it, but Tom talks about his oregano tea and how like it knocked him out. So I've been meaning to try my oregano tea. And so, I already freeze dry and dehydrate a lot of it, but it's normally for like cooking and stuff like that, like as a spice. So if I start using it as a tea, I'll need a lot more of it, kind of like my lemon balm, because my goodness, I go through a lot of lemon balm. So yeah, I just don't know. My oregano is pretty strong. I'm not sure that I'm going to like that as a tea. I like my basil tea, but that's because I have like sweet basil, regular basil, cinnamon basil, like all different flavor basils, so they're kind of like they make a good flavor. Like I just don't know that oregano alone in a tea. I don't know. I guess it could mix well with some other kind of herb to maybe mask the oregano taste. I guess initially I'll try it just oregano. Because that would be really cool if that actually like put me to sleep, right? That would be great. Oh, you're growing lots of different basils as well. Very strong flavor, very thick plant. Yeah, the pollinators love the basil. I try to keep my pollinators happy. Are you still working on the off-the-shoulder sweater, or did you finish? I've been freezing all day, and I get over here and I'm hot, but I know I'm gonna be cold. I'm taking the sweater off, but I'm gonna be cold in a couple of minutes. Useful in the garden, and yeah, it is. Hey, Lana, welcome in. I haven't seen you in a while. Jackie, did you see my message to you on your other live in the comments? No, I'm gonna have to go with no. If I did not respond to you, I did not see it, because I'm normally pretty good about responding. How are you doing? What live was it on? Because I don't have, where's my phone? I don't have anything. Like, all my messages are responded to. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, like there's nothing open. But it's also weird because sometimes like I'll get like not tagged, but like mentioned, like my channel mentioned, and like it won't notify me. But yeah, definitely if it's a comment on one of my videos, it should be here. But I don't see nothing. Oregano, I'm working on the last sleeve, then I'll put it together. What size hook do you use? Because, I still want to make, I know the weather's not going to be, it's not going to be cold by the time I finish that sweater scarf that I want to make, the one that you made. I don't know how long it'll take me to make that. Joann's has been ordered by the courts to accept gift cards until 14 days from February 14th. You can find the court order stating that by law they have to accept the gift cards until February 2nd. I don't have any gift cards. However, it has to be a Joann's own store. Well, that's good to know for anyone that's on here and has a Joann's gift card. Hello, Insam. Welcome in. 4.5. Okay. Lana, what are you working on? I know you were working on the cardigan in that really beautiful peacock color. I imagine you're done with that and have moved on to other things. So yeah, so you figure this is, I did the measurement and we're going to do at least 30 more rounds, and I'm still working on the first one out of the 30, which I'm thinking there was half an inch, and so 30 more rounds, that would make it 15 inches. And what did I say? We were at 16, so we needed at least 20. So yeah, so I'm going to need more, like I would think like 38 or 40 rounds, but we're only on one, so it's going to take us a minute. This should be one though that I should sit in front of the TV and work on, you know. But my TV here lately has just been YouTube lives, so, and then when I'm on the lives, a lot of the times, unless I'm feeling crummy or something like that, I'd like to participate, so it makes it hard. Lana, my hang on, I thought I just saw a chat pop up. Let me look. Fayetteville, 29. Wind blowing from northwest at 9. It is how much here? I don't know how much it feels so cold though. Like, yeah. So it's 21. It's going to go down to 17. But it feels like 8. So that's cold. Yeah, wind is making it feel colder at 8 degrees. 0 precipitation. Winds are 12 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. So that is cold. I had been sick, but I'm doing much better now. Had to stop the cardigan. Using that yarn to make wrist warmers. Might make a throw out of the rest of it. Might make a hat too. So you're not going to make the cardigan anymore? That yarn is totally wrong size yarn. I have to pull out the back panel on cardigan. Oh. I'm looking for either 4-ply cardigan pattern or I'll buy the right yarn for that cardigan. Why is it why do you feel it's wrong? Because it was a 3-weight, right? Was it just, I would think it would just make it more flowy and less warm. Feels like 14. Yeah, that's cold. Y'all, I didn't know this till recently, like my last Joann order, but when you order it through Joann's, like online, you get a free pattern from, it's not Ravelry, what's the other one? What's the other one that's newer? It's just been out the last like 2 or 3 years. But it's not like any pattern on that website, but when you like put in your code or whatever, I don't even remember how it works, but you get to pick one pattern out of like the choices that they give you. And so I picked this sweater. I mean, I haven't worked on it, but I was like, that's when I was like, oh, because I think I eventually want to try a wearable. And so I picked a sweater, and I'm looking forward to making it actually. Now that I've got one cardigan under my belt that I don't even know how it's worked out since I haven't tried it on yet. But I guess just getting that out of the way just kind of motivated me, like sparked an interest in me in doing wearables after all these years. It calls for super fine super wash. Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of cardigans. For worsted weight. There's oh, God's Desire. Will you put down that that website where you get a lot of your patterns from? I mean, you're probably aware of it too, Lana, but they have really nice patterns on there. So yeah, wrist warmers and a hat. I mean, I think that would be nice. I wonder if you could get a scarf out of it as well. It's such pretty color. I'm really hoping this yarn does not just turn into a big knot. Expression Fiber Arts. They have quite a few free ones. There you go, Lana. If you aren't familiar with them, you can check with them. They have beautiful work. Interweave has some nice patterns. I like patterns from like people that like are established, you know. Because a lot of the patterns that you find online now, especially like the free ones, even some of the paid ones are like leave a lot to be desired. But the free ones, they just, so for example, that dog that I worked on, right? There was several mistakes in that pattern. Like on one point, the stitch count was like completely off. Like there was no, anyway, I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, there was like several mistakes. And I was like, but I mean, it's a free pattern. So what are you going to do, right? Which for somebody who's been like making amigurumis for a while, you'd figure it out. Or I mean, even if you haven't, I guess you'd figure it out. Like, you know, like there's not enough stitches here for the tail, or if you put the tail right here, it's not gonna be centered, kind of thing, you know. But it should really be spelled out for you, you know, like you should just be able to follow it. Which I want to, you know, like I want to make like my own patterns, but like, you know, I do feel like my stuff, like I'll make stuff, you know, but I'm like, and even as long as I've been reading patterns, I'm like, what if my wording is not right? What if somebody doesn't understand this? Like, what if, you know, like all these what ifs, if it wasn't for all these what ifs, I'd have, I don't know, a few patterns out, you know, because I sure would like to put some on my Etsy shop. But that's the problem too, when you worry about like trying to be perfect, which no one is, but you know, it can be hindering, you know. It's like you don't do something because it may be wrong or you may fail, and then, you know, it's just the regret, you know, because you don't do it because of it not being perfect, you know, but then you don't do nothing at all. Yeah, the pattern testers. Yeah. Row 1 complete. How many did I say I was going to do with these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I wonder if I should start changing every. Y'all think I should follow the same pattern now of like 6 and 3? Because when I started in the center, I had the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I did 1, 2, 3 of the blue. 1, 2, 3. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the variegated. But then I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of the blue. And then 6 of the variegated, and then 3 of the blue. So I'm wondering if I should continue with my 6 of the variegated and 3 of the blue, or if I should just do 3 variegated, 3 blue, 3 variegated, 3 blue. What do y'all think? Y'all have a lot of experience. What do y'all think? how much yarn you have of each color. I got a lot because it was initially gonna be for those blanket squares that I was gonna make till I switched the colors on them. And you know what? I think I only have 2 of the blue, but that wouldn't make a difference because that would still be like the 3 that I wanted to make with the blue. So really the only difference would be the variegated, and I think I got a few more. So I think I'm good on the yarn. Wow, I got really hot. Like, whew. It must be a hot flash because I have been cold. My hot flashes still have gotten a lot better over the last few months. Like, I mean, I still get them, don't get me wrong. I still get them. Not as often and not as bad. I need to get off for a bit. I'll try to get back on later. Stay warm. All right, Lana. Thanks for dropping in. If I don't see you later, have a wonderful and blessed night. I definitely don't think that this one is going to make the 3rd round. Yeah, this is not even going to finish the 2nd round, I don't think. So I'm going to have to get more yarn. Oh, thank you. Now, you have so many seeds. Do you grow everything that you have, or like do you just rotate them, like this year do this and next year do that, or how do you manage? Because that's a lot. So Yep, I was right. This is all that's left of this one. At least I don't have a knot yet. Don't jinx yourself because you might get a knot. I don't know, maybe my next buy will be, or one of my next buys will be a winder. But I would need a big one. Like, I don't like having to cut, like I want it to fit. I know like they don't fit like 1 pound, right? But I like to get it close at least. If I can't get one that does the 1 pound, I would prefer one that does 1 pound. That way I could just, when I get the 1 pounders, I could just do it all. But if I can't, I can understand that. But I don't like cutting the yarn, I think that's probably what I'm going to have to get soon. Well, not soon, but one of my next purchases. So I don't have to worry about knots and getting to the end, and it'll just be nice pull, especially if I'm working like on the Addy, it's just a nice smooth pull. The machine doesn't have to jam. I don't drop any stitches. So I do have to look into that. I mean, you got a really good deal. I'm going to be rotating according to how much I need to preserve and what for fresh eating. Hope I heard you correctly. I stepped away for a moment. Yeah, I was asking with all the seeds that you have, like how do you like keep up with them, like do you plant, all of it? Or do you do like some this year, some next year kind of thing, A little bit at a time so we don't get a knot, because I don't like knots and I wind up cutting yarn. So let's just do it a little bit at a time. I'm only planting what I think I can handle. I don't want to be overwhelmed. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because that's a lot. Like I try to plant all of mine, and I mean I don't have nearly as much as you, but it is very overwhelming. I need to find a good zucchini for this area, and that maybe is like vine borer and like squash bug resistant, because I have the what is it, the Black Beauty, just the common one, and then I have Oh, those other ones are the yellow squashes. But have look, the black beauty zucchini, I think another zucchini, and then is it a Romanesco? Yeah, I think it's a Romanesco. It's the Italian one with the like the green stripes. But none of them have done well because of the bugs. So, and being on keto, like I think like being able to have those zucchinis and make like zucchini noodles and stuff like that would be great, But this past year, I didn't get very many zucchinis at all. And like they tell you, like, oh, you only need one plant because that's enough for you, and like to give away to the neighbors, But not my zucchinis. They have not done well. So I need to find one. I mean, I don't know that any are really truly resistant to the bugs, but they have some form of resistance that might make a difference. You're going to start your zucchini and squash early and get them established before I put them out so I can get something before the bugs get them. See, that's what I was thinking too. What will you put your squash in though? Because they don't like their roots disturbed. Like that's what I did with my squash last year. Like I started them inside, but then the ones that I planted outside, because I still planted some outside because the inside ones were fine inside, but then when I transplanted them, they just went puny. Like it was like they were stunted. So I just direct sowed out there, and the ones that I direct sowed did much better than the ones that I transplanted. But yeah, they still gotten by the bugs. I'm not appreciating all this splitting on this yarn. Because I think no matter what I do it in, I'm going to have to disturb the roots, Unless I start them in a grow bag, start them ahead of time inside in a grow. That's what I'll do. Because then I won't even have to, I can just leave them in the grow bag because that has enough room. And if I need them to trellis up, I'll just have to set them near, in front of a trellis for them to go up. And I wouldn't have to disturb the roots. That might just work. Except that I'm going to need a lot of soil to fill up the grow bag though. Because you can only do basically one per grow bag. So yeah, that would be a lot of soil, but that would be a lot of gnats because like I could see me buying like the Pro Mix to like start seeds because I wouldn't need that much because I do them in like the solo cups or the smaller containers. but to do the, you know, the 10 and 20 or 20 gallon grow bags, that would take a lot of Pro Mix. No, that's not cheap. Alright, I gotta look for this yarn. Okay, so I only have one more of the blue ones, and then I have several of the stripes. So I think I'm still gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the 6 and the 3, because if not, I'll run out of the blue, and I don't want to have to get more. Because I have that stripe that I took out, and then I have 2 more. So that should be good. I'm going to use the biodegradable pots to minimize transplant shock. Yeah, that would be a good idea too, because then I don't have to worry about all the soil, which I have, you know, like, I don't have a problem with the soil, I just don't want the gnats. So that eased where I'm at. Even though I gotta watch what I plant, because I can't have all the squashes, you know, like we can have like spaghetti squash, like some of the squashes, the sugar content is pretty high, and so I can't have that. So I know in small amounts, you know, we can have the spaghetti squash, we can have zucchini, I'm sure probably summer squash. I know candy roaster is pretty high up there, and I like growing candy roaster. I don't know about the cushaw. I have to look into the cushaw and see what the number on that is as well. I have to see what the numbers are. I have an enclosed patio, so I'm going to put them there until they need to go out. That's nice. I got my greenhouse. It's a little greenhouse, but it's set up in like the garage because it still gets really cold in there. But you know, the greenhouse, it really is, it's pretty small, so it's really only I got the yarn, I still kept going. It's really only good enough for the for seedlings, really. Then I have a big shelf back there as well, and I have where I've covered the like all around it with plastic, so I kind of like made a greenhouse kind of in there, but also for seeds, you know, like I wouldn't be able to fit like a grow bag in there. You know, I was pretty sure that Red Heart had started putting like the ends sticking out, but I don't see, or like the little arrows, but I don't see anything on here. Oh, I'm gonna get yarn barf. Yep. What if I'm not even on the right end, right? Like that's gonna stink. This is why I liked my yarn balled. I have a feeling I'm gonna make a mess of this yarn. Yeah, and it really is the time to start, at least for us, right? When's your first freeze? Yours is probably a little sooner than ours. You're making a dog. Hello, Chloe. Welcome in. How are you doing? A dog with no pattern. What color are you making him? Last April 5th. Okay, yeah, I think ours is... You know, I want to say ours is the same. Or at least it was last year. I don't know that I've looked this year, but, you know, I put this stuff out there and then it got really low and I think it did freeze. And so this year I'm like, I'm not putting stuff out there till like the end of the second or third week in April. So your growth season is, I guess, just like mine. What you're in, I used to be 7B, but then last year they changed us and I'm now 8A. What are you? Okay, you're 8A too. Okay. So we should be able to grow the same things. So yeah, I know I'm behind because I just haven't been motivated to get going. Yeah, I was like, okay, this past weekend I'm gonna go ahead and start stuff. And I'm going this weekend I'll start stuff, but I really am not feeling the motivation to do so. But I know if I don't start the stuff that needs to get started now, that then I'm just gonna have to buy them, you know. And it's so much more to buy them. And it is fun to just grow them yourself, you know. I've just been lacking like so much energy. Like even to like craft, like even just like doing this, it's like, I mean, I had to talk myself into it. And I mean, it's not, you know, I enjoy what I'm doing and just the energy's just not there. Chloe says it's brown and I'm making it for my dad because his Winnie dog ran off and didn't come back. Aww. I don't want to have to buy any starts this year. Yeah, I don't either. Which is really why I need to do that this weekend. And who knows, that might be a good video, right? For my other channel. Maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm thinking? To be successful on YouTube, you pretty much have to like do something like every day. If not, you just get left behind, you know? And I just don't know. I just don't know that I want to make that commitment. You know, I already do 3 days a week, you know, and I'll still do maybe a short a week or maybe even like a video. So I just don't know that I want to make the commitment to do 7 days a week, you know? So, maybe it'll just be my little come chat with friends kind of thing and just leave it at that. I don't know. I'm not feeling very motivational today, am I? I'm having a blah day. I don't like having those. I like being positive. Sometimes life just wears you down, though. Oh, hi, Michelle. Welcome in. Good to see you. I thought maybe it was the cold. Oh, that's making me blah. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Hello, hello, hello. It would make a good video. Yes, I think every day maybe will help me. I know it's just like a big commitment, right? Like, I just. And I mean, I guess, like I have like my Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, but I mean, I guess if I did, every day like the other days, would just be like, just kind of like a commitment to like me kind of thing. So it would just be like I could just pop in whenever, like I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know that I'm ready for that. But I feel that that's if like if I really want to like grow the channel, I feel like that's probably what it's gonna take. Your pop-ups are great. I think every day I need more energy. Yeah, like my energy is just, I mean, I'm just zapped. But my energy level because of the menopause was already low, right? But it was like I mean, I still had energy to like get up and do things. Maybe not like all the time, but I still, had some. But then after I got sick in December, it's like my energy level it just got zapped even more, and it's just like non-existent. Like, I mean, it takes so much just to like do anything really. And so I saw this menopause thing being advertised on Instagram, and so I went ahead and got some from Amazon, and it got here today, and I took some. But it's not going to work like the first month. Like, you have to take it for a while, I guess, to see any effects of it. And it may not work at all, but I'm hoping that it will, because one of the things it's supposed to help with is like the low energy, and it's supposed to help like with 12 things. And I'm like, even if it just helps with a few, for me, that would be like really good. Maybe it was your bad cold. Maybe. Because yeah, it's since then I haven't had my energy back. But that's kind of like, that's a really long time. But I know people that say that with the C, that it can be like that, But I don't know. But these, they're over the counter, so I don't know how good. They had really good reviews though, so I'm like, hopefully. Because I really don't want to do hormone therapy, but it's getting to the point where I feel like maybe it's something that I have to do. Like, I don't want to. So I want to try other options. If you do other lives, Michelle, when are you going to do them? Because you're already committed 7 days a week to your group. Were you okay yesterday, or are you getting sick or something? Because I think I told you on one of those comments you didn't look like you were feeling good last night. Estrogen, okay, that's the one that I looked at that one too, and because it was a little less expensive, and because I'm on the keto, it has maltodextrin in it, so I didn't get it. But this other one is supposed to be, kind of like that. So I guess kind of like maybe they're equivalent. One might be a little better than the other. I don't know. But I got the other just because it didn't have the maltodextrin. Because I'm like, why would it have to have that in it? Like it makes no sense. But yeah, kind of like basically like the same thing for the most part, I would think. So if it did help you, hopefully it will help me then during the day. See, I did that one that morning. I started like at 7:15. Like I almost came on this morning because I was like, I'm up. I should do it, even if it's just like an hour just to do it. And I didn't. I probably should have. Yes, and apprehensive about my, oh no, what happened? Chloe, dear, I think everybody in here right now already follows you. Thyroid nodules, I had 2 done a few weeks ago, and 1 was insufficient tissue. The other was benign. So what do you have to do now? You have to go for another biopsy? That kind of stinks that you go through that and then an insufficient tissue, right? Like, wait till pathology returns. Do you know how long that wait is? Because my waiting, it's not a good place to be, right? Because we always think of the worst while we're waiting. I think that's just human nature, you know? And it's probably to kind of like prepare us, maybe, you know? Like we try to save ourselves some pain by thinking of the worst, and then you're relieved when it's not. But then, you know, if it is bad, then I don't know that you've helped yourself any, but I think that's what most of us do. Couple days, okay. So tomorrow, so you should know tomorrow. All right, devotion today. Great expectations. The Lord earnestly waits, expecting, looking, and longing to be gracious to you, and therefore he lifts himself up that he may have mercy on you and show loving kindness to you. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied are all those who earnestly wait on him, who expect and look and long for him, for his victory, his favor, his love, his peace, his joy, and his matchless, unbroken companionship. Isaiah 30:18 AMPC. How wonderful, Lord, that in every moment you are waiting and expecting to be gracious to me. You have scads of mercy and loving kindness whenever I need it. So help me be patient, Lord. Help me to drop whatever burdens I'm bearing and open up my arms to you and the blessings you have for me. My eyes are on you. I long for your never-ending supply of strength, love, peace, and joy. I cherish and seek out your company, your matchless, unbroken companionship, each and every second of my day, for I know that by returning and resting in you, I will be saved. In quietness and trusting confidence, I will find my source of strength. See Isaiah 30:15. Amen. Amen, amen. Very fitting. Excellent reading, amen. Yeah, I had a hot flash earlier, Michelle. Like I haven't been getting them a lot lately. Like I get them, but not like I used to, and not as bad as I used to. But I had one a little while ago. Yeah, I just got another one. I have not missed them. These two, though, have been like pretty strong. Like I feel, it doesn't even feel like I stepped into a sauna. It feels like I stepped into an oven. Like, oh my goodness. Which is crazy because it's so cold in here. You haven't had them in years. Good for you. Because you said, yeah, I think when we first met, you said they eventually like go away, right? Or like get, I think it was like, I think it was you that said like 8 to 10 years or something like that, maybe. But my goodness, I'm only like, what, like 2 years in, 2 or 3 years in? Which, I mean, granted, they were already like so much better. Like, I feel like they have gotten so much better, but like these two right now, like just, whew. Those are a bit rough. At least they're not lasting very long. That was what, like a minute or two, so that's not terribly bad. But but the heat was insane. But you know, with all the other symptoms that I'm having from the change, like I feel like this is one of the lesser ones, you know? Because yeah, you know, you get hot, you get cold, you get hot, you get cold. I'm not taking anything away from it. It stinks. It really does. But like some of my other symptoms are just like, I feel like just far outweigh this one, you know? I mean, I wouldn't want to have any of them. I wouldn't pick to have any of them, but I certainly would like to get rid of all of them, really, if I could, but some other ones before this one. This one wouldn't be my first one to want to get rid of. Well, especially now that they're not as bad, you know, like, you know, you asked me a year or two ago. I mean, when like I had to change my sheets all the time because my sheets were wet from just like, you know, just from the hot flashes, just the complete sweat, you know, and you wake up and you're like, feel like you're dying. Your bed's all wet. It's pretty gross, actually. But is it really? No, because it's part of life, right? It's part of who we are. Some women don't suffer as much, or if any, and some of us then suffer a lot and with it. So with the symptoms, I guess we're all different even when it comes to that. Michelle, are you still going to want to start on Tanner tomorrow, or do you want to hold it off till next Friday? So yeah, so thinking that I only have like 30 more rows to go, right? Or when we start it, and that I've only done 2 so far. They're taking, each one is taking as long as it would take me to make a the square foot granny square. maybe a little bit longer. And the bigger I get, the further along I get, the longer they're going to take. So it seems like it's going to take a while. Like a lot longer than that other cardigan with just the double crochets, which seems crazy to me because that one's not as holy as this one, I would think that that other one would have taken longer, but this is going to have to take quite a few more hours. A lot of hours, actually. But what was it that my devotional said yesterday? Enjoy the process, right? Enjoy the process. Don't worry about everything else. Yet here I am calculating everything. Like, why? Like, just enjoy it, Jacquie. Just make your little clusters and just enjoy it. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. Don't worry about if you start other projects in between. Just enjoy it. I think Friday next is better, but let me know. Yes, I noticed last night. You noticed, what did I ask? You noticed last night what? Yeah, we can move it. We can move it for sure. I don't have a problem with that at all because I can just continue to work on this because it's going to take me. Oh, when you were working on your square, you noticed how it's taking longer and longer and longer, right? Like you get it. It was growing pretty quickly, but then you get to these big rounds and it's just like takes a long time. Yeah, the rounds take longer. So much longer. What hook size are you using, Michelle, for yours? Because yours looked pretty big whenever I seen it last. We measured this one at the beginning. It's like 32 inches, so it was folded over, so it's probably like 32, 33. No. Was it? Okay, did I do my math wrong? Because I did do my math wrong, because if it was 16, that would be 32. And then I needed to get 4 more inches to 36, which that would be 8 rows instead of the 30 I'm thinking. Was it 32? Okay, now I have to measure it again because if I don't have 30 rows to go, that would be like way better, right? All right, this is not an accurate measurement, but it's close enough. 4.5. Yeah, what am I using? A 525. I should have probably went smaller. But this way it's holier too, so I can wear it. Not necessarily, it doesn't actually have to be like when it's cold out because it gets really hot. Yeah, so this is actually, I'm probably going to have to actually measure it like straight out. but this looks like it's, we can say 16 and a half, maybe 16. Well, I started out it was 16, so it's probably a little bit more than that now. So maybe 16 and a half, 17. So that puts it at 34. And if I need to check it at 36, that's only 2 more inches that I need to do. So that would only be 4 more rows. So when I get to, right, let me mark down row 7. When I get to 6, we'll measure it again. It probably doesn't even need that, but I'd rather have it a little bit bigger. Well, that's a big difference, only having like 6 rows to go, which really now it's only 4 because I've already done 2, as opposed to the 30 I was thinking I needed. Like, boy, that math was all wrong. What was I thinking? I have no idea. So yes, it feels kind of holy, you know, the holes are pretty big, but it's fine for, you know, because it's warm here most of the time. Is that what you normally make your granny squares with, is the 4.5? So that would be, so that's the 3rd one, and then I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would put me at the end of the variegated. Okay, so that works out perfectly. What kind of are you? You're not using red heart for yours, right? Because your colors are really pretty. Hello, Fairy. Welcome in. You also love crochet? What kind of crochet do you do, Fairy? Usually a 5.5. Yeah, that's normally what I use is the 5.5. But I grabbed this hook and it's a 525, so I just went with it. I like the 5.5 hook. That's the one well, 5 and 5.5 were the ones I used the most, like over all the years. So I got into like the amigurumis, and then, you know, I've had to use like the 3.5, you know, all the small hooks. And then I got into the plushies, and now, you know, the 5.5s and the 6. Well, really from like 4.5 to 6, depending, because the blanket yarn will take the 6, and then the other will use the 4.5. But it was always mainly like 5 and 5.5. Those are the ones that I had like the most hooks of because I would always buy them. Hey Lydia, welcome in. Lydia Raid, I didn't know that you was on. Sorry, I missed you last night. It's okay, it's okay. I missed you, right? I commented on that today because you were on when I was on, so of course I can't watch you then. But I mean, definitely can be support after the fact, you know. But yeah, unless they're pop-ups, Lydia, I'm here Wednesday, Thursdays, and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Since I've pretty much stuck to that schedule now for a while. But it's good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm still working on this shrug. And at the beginning of the live, I got my measurements wrong. I was thinking I needed 30 more rounds, and then I just measured again. And oh, you know why? I think because I didn't double it. Like right now I just measured and it was like 16 or 17, so it would have been 32 or 34 inches. I think what I did earlier was I just left it at the 16 and didn't actually make the double. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. But anyway, I just measured again because I'm like, I should be getting close even though I have so much to go. And turns out that in the beginning I only needed 6 more rounds, and now I only need 4 more rounds before I measure to see where we're at with it. Yeah, I think Fairy left. She didn't answer. I said, what does she like to crochet? Hi, Thrifty. Thrifty came in? Where's Thrifty? I didn't see Thrifty. I saw Fairy. I saw Lydia. Yeah, Michelle. So do you work tomorrow, Lydia, or are you off? And how is your ears feeling? I know they were hurting a couple days ago. Behind your ears. Oh, I must be seeing things tonight. I'm off tomorrow. It's still bugging me. Did you schedule a doctor? I know you had said you were gonna go to the doctor for, or are you just hoping it goes away? You know, initially when I started doing this, a couple of months ago? No, it's been 3 months now. I picked the late hours because there was no one on, right? Like most of the crochet people were all like during the day hours, from the morning all the way into the evenings. And so I picked where other people weren't on, right? But now, so like yesterday, I stopped early, right? And I noticed there was like several other people on. I'm like, there's not, I don't know, there's just so many people on. I was hoping would go away. I might need to make an appointment. Okay. Hey Renee, good to see you, Insomniacs. Good to see you. How has your week been? What are you working on? Did you finish Mr. Raccoon? Or the sweater? I forgot what the other thing you were working on. It was raccoon, a sweater. Oh, a bunny. That's right, a bunny. had around 13 people in my life tonight. Good job. Good job. My last few haven't had a lot of people. But I think that's because now my time slot is competing with others, and I'm just little old me, just sitting here crocheting. Might not be as entertaining. You know? But what am I going to do, right? So I think I'll probably work on this tomorrow, on tomorrow's live again, because, well, I don't know. Never mind, because I don't have 30 rows to go like I thought. I only have 4, and I may finish those, right? Yeah, because 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just started on my 4th, so I only have 3 rows to go now. So yeah, I may finish this and start on something else. I don't know. Or at least that's to get it to 36. Then I have to see if I need it bigger than that or if that will work. I'm working on a beret. Okay. So did you finish the other ones, or did you just move on to something else and you'll come back? Who's the beret for? That life thing is cramping my style. Did you get to go biking on Sunday, or was it too muddy? Mine. What color? Making another granny square beanie. Oh, okay, the ones with the small granny squares that you join together. That. I'd like to make one like that, but make it into like where it has the brim, you know, like the wide brim, more like a sun hat. I think I want to make one of those. So did you finish your continuous granny square, Michelle, or you just moved on, taking a break from it? Gray tweed, pretty. The guys did a 30-mile street ride. I didn't want to go. I think I don't think I could ride 30 miles. I was gonna say I'd be sore for days, but I don't think I could. Well, for one, I haven't ridden a bicycle in a long time. I don't even know how many years it's been, but it's been a long time since I've been on a bicycle. My bottom hurts at the end of that kind of ride, and my back, I bet. You probably have like some kind of special seat, right, for like long rides or something. I know when we used to go on long rides, I got this big seat, like it was like all cushiony and like the gel or whatever, you know, and turns out those are not for I thought it was going to be comfortable, right? Because it just seemed like, oh yeah, like that would be a nice place to park, you know, but apparently the thinner ones are much better. You know, the smaller ones, so the big ones are not good for going far, is what I was later told. Oh, padded pants. Nice. I don't know what kind of bike. I mean, we still have them. And I know that we can do, we can like go down trails and stuff like that. But yeah, that definitely was not the seat for it. So even though I thought it was going to be great, it was worse actually. So that didn't last on there very, very long. We ride performance specialized bikes. Oh, cool. Well, you would think though, I mean, like you invest into that because that's something that you do, like that's like a hobby for you. We only did it like every once in a while. And because I guess we didn't do it enough, I was always sore from it. You know, something was always hurting. And I mean, it's been years. I was younger, you know, but there was always something hurting. These have no cables. Everything is Bluetooth. Oh. Huh. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. Guys, if you're in here or you're lurking, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe. Thank you. We have seat post droppers. So when you go uphill, you are sitting high to use the big muscles. When did you start bike riding? Like, have you always done it, or is it something that y'all picked up like within the last decade? Because I think you're like a decade older than me, so I'm like, I wonder if that's something I should try to pick up. I'd probably fall and break something though. I mean, riding a bike is a lot more fun than walking or running, that's for sure. Hey Sandy, welcome in. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm working on this one, and then after this round is done, I have 2 more, and then I measure. Which is good, because in the beginning of the live when I measured, I thought I had 30 rounds to go. It turns out I only had 6. And then that's in about 3 rounds, we should be at around 36 inches, and I need to measure and see if that works, or if we want to go to 40, and then we'll need more. My husband has done this all his life. I started in my 50s. So I could start, right? I've already broke. Oh, I don't want to break any bones. So yes, it happens. Yeah, I don't want to. No, I need to find something else that's not going to possibly break my bones. I used to run, but I haven't done that in a while. Because I was just telling them earlier, my lack of energy is like on a whole nother level. I know, right? You don't want broken bones. I don't want broken bones. So I'm like thinking, okay, well, that's something I could possibly pick up, but no. I don't want broken bones. I used to really enjoy running though, like I really did. And then I just got out of it. I probably should have never gotten out of it. I should have kept doing it even when I didn't want to do it, because I really did enjoy it. It's like an escape, you know? But not now. Now I go running and I'm like breathing so hard, fighting for my life is what it seems like. So it's definitely not an escape, you know, or not a fun escape anyway. But I think with the running, I do think that I can build myself back up to it if I could find the energy. Like, I've looked at the treadmill like this past week, and I've looked at it. I wished it worked by osmosis, because I've looked at it and I'm like, I so can get on there and I so can go. But I'm like, it's going to take so much energy to get over there and then to go whatever distance. And so I haven't gotten on there. Like, that's how low my energy has been. It's insane. So if y'all know anything that increases energy, natural, not like caffeine, because I drink coffee, but I drink decaf coffee or decaf tea, tea. Because my heart just races when I do the caffeine. I think I just did way too much caffeine for way too long in my younger years. But something that will give me energy but not have any effect whatsoever on like my heart, I would greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I started those pills today. I'm hoping they do, that they work. Because I sure would like to have energy again. Let's see. Yeah, don't want any broken bones. Me either. Can't run. I have a titanium knee. I know, and with the titanium knee, you can't run, but yet you can go for 20 and 30 miles on a bike. That's crazy to me. You can still ride a bike, just don't do mountains, ride trails. Yeah, I would still find a way to fall. I would probably break and sprain things. I can't just sit around. I have a lot of energy that needs to go somewhere. I wish I had a lot of energy. Nothing works but exercise. Yeah, and here lately, like my exercise, I get tired just even thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I mean, I'm not opposed to exercise. I like exercise. I just don't have the energy to do exercise, and I'm aware that if you do exercise, you do get more energy. But I don't have any energy to do any of the exercise, so therefore I can't get any of the energy or the benefits that it would give me. I even told hubby, I think it was today or yesterday, I told him, I'm so tempted to drink caffeine just so that I can get energy, so that I can actually move around and do things and feel better. Which makes no sense because caffeine's not good for me. I know that, but that's how bad my energy level has been. And I'm thinking of drinking caffeine, which I know is not good for me. But I feel like if I could just get the energy to get moving, that I may feel better. Yoga. Yeah, I like yoga. I guess I could do that. That does take energy. But I could probably do a little bit of yoga. Because they have bed yoga and sitting down yoga and so all the different yogas, but that may work. That might start working on my body a little bit till I can do more. I always try to talk myself out of it, but I feel great when it's done. Yeah, because hubby's like, Jacquie, he goes, get on the treadmill, get on there for 5 minutes. If you can't do 5 minutes, do 3 minutes. If you can't do, he goes, just move. Because I really have just felt like just crap since I got sick in December. Because he's like, even if you just start with 1 or 2 minutes today, then tomorrow you'll do 1 or 2 more, and then and he goes, you'll just build back up. And I know he's 100% right. Yeah, he's right. I know. I know he is. Anything you do that is more than yesterday's progress. It is. It is. Hello, Rudy. I have found though that doing like these lives, like I sit a lot more than what I normally would. Like I have like a hard time, like even like when we would watch movies, like I have a hard time like sitting through a whole movie. Like I always have to get up and like do something. Like I just don't like sitting for that long. But even like after I started my lives, then I was like, I'm sitting for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. And then I got sick. And so I'm still sitting, but now the time that I'm not sitting, at least before the time that I wasn't sitting, I was active and doing things, and that's not happening. You know, one of the things that I've always wanted to do was run a marathon, and now that I'm just older, I'm like, it's just not going to happen for me, you know? Because at least when I was younger, I liked to run, you know? Now it's more of a chore than, you know, a pleasure. It kind of stinks, you know? Like I should have done it when I was younger, and I could have done it, you know? As to now, I just think about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my bones would hurt, my joints would hurt. I mean, my joints already hurt, but you know. Renee says, I have a big head. I always have to resize hats. Do you have a big head, or do you just have thick hair? That's tough. My husband ran 2 of them. Both. Good for him. Did he do them like current age or like younger? I mean, I know that there's people that do it now, you know, like at my age or even older, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if I trained for it for a year or 2 that I could do it, but then I'd be a year or 2 older, you know? So, yeah, so I just don't see it happening. It's just one of those things, you know? Like I wanted to bungee jump, you know? I just think those are just things that I wanted to do, didn't do, and are just not going to happen. Well, not that I want to bungee jump now, because that's just a risk I don't want to take any longer. You know, when I was younger, it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, whatever. OMG, it's all over me to take him bungee jumping. Well, bungee jumping, will you like do it with him or just like let him do it? Will they allow him to do it at his age? Sure, I zip line, the longest line in the country. You are just a daredevil. I don't know if Michelle answered me, if she finished her shrug or if she got tired of it and that's why she started making the granny square hat. She probably did answer me. I probably just missed it. Yes, I'm sure he can do it. He is Marine Corps. He is man-sized and very athletic. Marine Corps did it to me. I just didn't know if you were allowed to like bungee jump like under the age of 18, but I don't know. Probably needs permission. Yeah. So do you think you're going to take him? I wanted to do something with quicker rounds. I don't blame you. I know, it's like I want to see something done. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it because I do like the granny squares, you know, but it's like I want to finish something. I think I will work on a sun hat though, the granny square. Maybe they're not called sun hats. Maybe they're called the bucket hats. Y'all know what I'm talking about though, right? They're just cute and they got the big brim to keep out the sun from your face. It might be a sun hat. Who knows? I can make one to go with this, right? Make projects quicker when it's warmer, maybe. Quicker, big projects take a lot out of you. Yeah, they do. Yes, I think there's a pattern out there. Well, it would be easy to just make the, the squares like however big I wanted them. I don't know. I would think maybe like, because I would think I would want like a square like on the top part and then the squares just coming down from that. So it would be a square on the top and then squares coming down. And then the brim would be what I would have to like figure out how to do it and like make it be like wavy, or well, not really wavy, but a little wavy, and like stick out however long, but without like just flopping down, you know. Because that would be cute. I mean, I guess it could be like a beanie. I don't think I've seen your, I don't remember your granny square beanie. Or it wasn't like the granny square, you just did the clusters, the granny square clusters. You didn't do different individual granny squares, right? Is that it? Yeah, because I like my corner to corner beanies. I really like those. I like the texture in that. I think that a granny square beanie though, like it would be too holey. Like it wouldn't be really to keep the cold out unless you used like a really small hook, and I don't know, it still have holes in it, right? I think there's a pattern out there. Yes, I started out with a six-sided square. A six-sided square. On the top. So that would be like on the top of the head part, and then you just granny clustered around. The ribbing is warm for the ears. I know I've probably seen it, I just can't remember it. You've done a lot of hats. So many hats. Michelle, are you good at tutorials? Are you good at like, because you can do those, you know, like, I mean, whether you go live, like if you go live during the day or whenever, I still think that we should do like together, you know, not like every day, but like, you know, like maybe like once a week you can come on with me, or once a week I can go on with you, or something like that. But like you can do them during lives, like just make hat and just like teach people how to make hats, you know, or just make hats during your lives, and when people want to know questions and stuff, you can answer their questions. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, which I would imagine you are, because you're really good at it. You know, like you're really good at hats and at granny squares. So that would be like a good place to start. Whether you do it live or whether you just do like, you know, like video tutorials of it. Then about the fourth round, I put one cluster per space. Okay, so you just start it and you got it however big And then you just went down into the space, one cluster. And it just automatically went down and caught that shape. Yeah, because you weren't increasing. But it has to be a 6-sided square. It wouldn't work with a 4-sided. I don't have the setup yet. What are you going to do as far as your setup? Because your setup right now, you just have your camera, right? For your webcam on the computer. Hello, Agnes. Welcome in. I think I could work up to it. Because you can use your phone. That's what I used all this time, was my phone. And then till last week, I think, when I ordered the webcam and I got the webcam in, and that's what I've been using. Yeah, last week and then this week. And I am loving it. Just because I had all those issues with the restreaming in the beginning because of the 2 cameras or whatever that I was trying to have up. I just didn't want to deal with those technical issues. So this webcam has worked out really well so far. And it's tiny. Yeah, laptop. Work up to tutorials. My phone won't transfer anything. Your phone won't transfer anything as far as doing videos. But you can use your phone for live streaming, right? I'm just throwing ideas out there. Just because sometimes we don't think about them, that's the obvious, and sometimes we just don't. I kept thinking, I don't want to invest in a camera because all the ones I had looked at were hundreds and hundreds of dollars, till Granny mentioned the webcam, and then Renee mentioned her webcam, and so I started researching them, and I was like, oh, so that's a good investment, and it works, But I would have never thought about that. I would have just kept messing with the phone because I didn't have the hundreds of dollars to spend on a camera. Jackie, I have to head. My phone is about going. Okay. Thank you for being here, Lydia. Have a wonderful and blessed night. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow. I'll be on again, 10 p.m. Eastern. I hope you feel better. Yeah, this is the one I've been using for the last week and a half, I think. I didn't get the one you got. I got that little, I think you were here when I showed it. Let me show you the box. It's a tiny little thing. I think the link is actually in the description box, but it's so tiny. So that's the one that I got. And well, that picture is a little smaller because that picture is only like an inch. And it's actually like 1.5 by like 1 3/4 or something like that. So like really small. So like it fits in that tiny little space in here. So it's really, this was for the USB cord. But yeah, it fits in that tiny little. But they say, you know, and it's a 4K. And what is their little motto, like tiny but mighty or something? And it really is. It truly is. Oh yeah, so that's their thing. Mini in size, mighty in sight. And so that's why my pictures have been better, and I could do like the vertical, and I can do the horizontal, and I can do like all the things like with no issue. It has a lot of like other stuff that it does. Like it does like it has like AI in it, and like it can do like your makeup and like your tracking and all that. But I've only figured out a little bit of that. But I figure I don't need all that right now. So thank you. I don't know. Is that GoPro size? I think it's probably even smaller. I don't know what GoPro size is, but it really is like 1.5 by like 1 3/4. So like, I mean like from like the tip of my finger to like right there. So like it's really tiny. It's so cute. And it doesn't have any buttons on it. So like it just has like the little light that shows you that you're live, the 1/4 inch hole on the bottom for like screwing it onto stuff, and then the little port on the back for the USB cable. And so, and like that, it's ready to go, like straight out of the box. You plug it into the computer and it's ready to go. But then if you want to do all the other stuff, then you have to install their the OBS bot center, and then you can do more things through there. I have a GoPro too, but I've never used it to stream. See, a GoPro is a camera, right? This is just a webcam. So, because I initially thought about a GoPro, I was like, that, you know, like that would work great. Because then if I'm out and about doing stuff, you know, I can like take it. But then I think when I looked at them, they were pretty costly. And then this one wasn't that much. Of course, this is not a regular one, so I can't, you know, I can't just go out and record. But it works great for this. Is that what you record your bike rides on, is the GoPro? We don't do anything adventurous like that. So like, I mean, if we record like when we go hiking or something, I just do it on my phone. I usually mount that on my helmet, but I have lost them, so I stopped a while. I thought they're supposed to stay on pretty good, but I imagine that's a lot of bouncing around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm already working on the 5th one. Okay, I'm not done with it. I use a iPhone 16 Pro Max. I have a mount on the chin of a full face helmet. Ooh, I would be scared to do that with the phone. Hey, Lori. How are you doing? I appreciate you popping in. Okay, so I got this little section and whole another side before I'm done with this round, and then it would be one more round to where I would think that would put me at 36 or close to it. And I just don't know that I have another round. I don't know that I have another round in me. I can't believe how much longer these are taking. Like, I feel like I could have so many squares done, you know. My hands are getting tired. I should stretch them. I should stand up and stretch my legs. Yep, so I got this side and that'll be the end. That's taken up. Like, I just opened this one after like the second or third round, and I mean that's already like almost half of it's gone. I hope I don't need, well no, I shouldn't need any more. That's right, because when I finish this one, we might be done, maybe. And if we're not, it definitely will work, I would think, to make a few more rounds after that. Are you close to being done with the beret? Or are you close to being done with the beanie? I must say though, since I've started the live streaming, I have done pretty good about finishing a project. You know, like before this, like I have so many whips just wherever that I may or may not get back to. But I start things with y'all on here, and I actually have been finishing them. It's like I haven't been jumping around all over the place. Even though different days we do different things, we still come back and we finish said project. And so that's a big accomplishment. Because normally when I get bored, I just put it away and goes to something else, and I may never come back to it. Or like that rectangle blanket that we just finished, you know, I came back to it 3 years later because I forgot it existed. So this is kind of nice as far as like staying on task. Not long doing the decreases now. At least I've been doing really good at drinking water tonight. I should have made myself some tea, but I didn't. I think that when I get off of here, I'm gonna make myself some oregano tea and see how well it does. You know, and I think another reason why my energy, I'm so zapped from, you know, my energy is just my sleeping is all over the place. You know, and you need sleep to function, and like it really is like non-existent. And then when it is, it's like way too much, like, which I normally don't have that issue, but here lately, because I've been so tired, you know, that I will fall asleep, and I'll sleep a good long time when I do fall asleep. So I think if I could get my sleeping under control, that would help as well. I don't know. I said I'm going to make oregano tea and try it out. I don't know that I want to try oregano tea tonight, though. I would rather have a good tasting tea. And that oregano tea may have to wait. Sleep is very important. I know, if I could just get it right. I feel that if I could sleep, I could exercise. If I could exercise, I could sleep. And all I need is a little bit of energy and some sleep. Michelle says, good night, Jackie. Good night, Brittany. Good night, everyone. I will leave you running, Jackie. Michelle, I'm fixing to click off of here because I just started the last round, but I don't have it in me to continue, so I will probably just leave this here and pick it up tomorrow night from here, and then just have another project that I may work on if this one gets done tomorrow. And I will say prayers for you tonight, Michelle. And I hope that everything works out well and you have a wonderful and blessed night. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it at night. Thank you for spending your time with me. For my lurkers, I appreciate you. One day, maybe you'll join in the chat. But till then, I still appreciate you being here and supporting me. All right, guys, I hope that you all have a wonderful and blessed night. And hopefully I will see you again tonight. Bye. See you tomorrow.